Hello, 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 hello. Okay, we're gonna get in and get out. Hold on, let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. What's going on in your home? Hello. Hi. Listen, stay right there. Listen. You hold on. I love you. Hold on. Let me check this. Okay, we work. We good to go. Oh, let me cut this off. I want to say this before I get started. Thank you for being right there. I was glad you listen. This is good timing. Thank you. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you. It is hard. We know you when you doing you don't know people or whatever, but I want to say personally, thank you so much. It's like I fuck with you like a fat bitch fuck with red velvet cake, okay, that came off Big Mama kitchen table, but it had the aluminum foil at the bottom because it was so juicy and good and moist. I fuck with you like that cake. So thank you for always like commenting and like always like liking. It is like I don't go without unseen. You know what I'm saying? Because it just be I be like, oh my god, I just doing it because I want to just try to say these dumbass people. But you're always there, and I want to say thank you for that. Like this, I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, y'all. Welcome. I was this song, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I was up here just talking different here. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. So thank you so much. Listen, Adrian Roxanne, baby. That's how I know right there. Just a good woman, honey. When they got that Marianne, Susie Lee, Mary, that's why I know right there. Adrian, there you go. Them two names together, baby. It says a lot. Hello, I am Tank. And I'm came to do a quick live because I wasn't gonna do a live today because I got videos I'm editing to start pushing out, and I am back. I listen, I'm trying. We have so much. Like I'm trying my best to like figure out this whole thing because I'm a little old. I went out of town, and my little brother said something to me that was so funny. My family's very Christian. If you don't know, my family's very very Christian people. My little brother said you know what? You seem like a conservative homosexual, a conservative homosexual. That's how you is. You ain't like the mother gave you a conservative homosexual. I said what, bitch. But it's just like that's going on. So I'm gonna go free will. I'm gonna start doing like free fall because I got stuff planned out, but I'm gonna do another live later on tonight. Hope y'all be able to check that out. I'll probably come back on live like around like 12:30, 1 o'clock at night because I do a lot of editing because I got topics I want to cover appropriately. It gets me because some people can get on when they get on YouTube, is big because they gotta only be able to react to everything else and let the whole video play. But thank God for Fair Use Act. Thank God for Fair Use Act. People. I love people that can commentate and with the thing, but I just can't sit there because I can just go to their channel and watch it. Thank you for donating that channel, but like I'd be looking like, child, do the work. Thank God they got Fair Use Act. If it weren't for fair use, bitch, you would know how to hold a conversation. Read a book, baby. Know how to talk to the people. Hell, everything turn around. You gotta be this what they said, bitch. What you got to say? Tell me what you said. That's their content. I love. Thank you for sharing it. But what you got to say about it? Check these out. Here you go, bitch. So anyway, thank y'all for being here. What was my title? It said stop this. Okay, FBA re-explain Trump. Okay, let's get into this real quick. I'm not gonna do videos. Just gonna be just straight talk, whatever. Listen, check this out. I prayed about this early on how to say this because I don't get views like that on my lives or like views like that yet on my videos. So you gotta be cautious because if they do, people come back and pull your shit. So you gotta be cautious how you say stuff because I know my mouth can be very raw, very very raw, and I don't want my mouth to be too raw. Where I talked to one of my cousins and he said it's good to be able to hear people when they talk because God gave you two ears and one mouth. But I've learned recently over the last couple of years, growing and trying to be better, to listen to people. When they talk to you, especially when they wise, they just ain't talking because they talking to encourage you or to give you information. I have really taken that in, and I make sure like when he's giving me any type of like real advice, real like something that I can snap with. Everything you ain't got to eat everything off the plate, but get what matters to you. Get what matters to you. And I got what mattered to me was we were talking about what we're gonna be talking about today for a few minutes. Is this even on? Let's see if it's gonna come on too. Okay, it's right, y'all. We're gonna talk about today is about, true thing about religion, this and that. And so I'm gonna take his advice. I'm trying to basically say this very much so, like not being mean to nobody or nothing like that. Because it was some things going on. So anyway, check this out. Let's see what I'm gonna do first. Let's do FBA re-explain. Okay. Okay. Let's do this, Ricky. Okay. Listen, Tariq Nasheed, Jesus, he is not our leader. We don't have. It's not a leader situation. FBA just means it's like, okay, so some of y'all not from America. I know y'all don't grasp this. We have been called many different things throughout the years. That's why you should read history before you get here so you can know what things mean. Because I think some of y'all get so wrapped up in oh, this isn't it. But my thing is this. If you don't do any research, you do no basis, you do no understanding about another country that you're moving. It ain't about you being an immigrant. It's about you being a disrespectful motherfucker. Really. Basically. Okay, but I want to explain FBA because y'all got this thing. I don't know. I'm going because I'm about to get on FBA ass too. I'm about not FBA with black people. Not that is black people. You get it? Hold on. I'm trying to stop smoking, but y'all them hoes keep on fucking with me. So I'm not gonna say names because I was gonna say names. I was going to do this and that, but I'm not gonna do that because it's not worth me going into no battle with nobody. I won't do that. I don't want to do that because listen, I ain't that. So I watch my mouth because I know I'm real raw, and I know I need to pace myself because the way I feel about certain stuff is just the way I feel about certain stuff. Because I don't be liking some of the shit some of y'all be saying, and some of y'all these men out here. What we ain't gonna be doing is getting on line, downgrading our women in front of these motherfuckers because y'all stupid because you can't get no pussy. But we're gonna get to that too. Praise the Lord. So anyway, FBA is not a it's not a religion. It's not a group. It's not a Black Panthers. It's not a no. So in America, okay, I would like you to read outside the book of the Bible that the white man gave you. Okay, we were named many different things. We were property at first. We were enslaved. What else? I mean, we didn't have freedoms. We were like literally standing on like little things where they sold us for like pennies on the dollar. They bred us in this country. We were bred for to help build because black they had tent they were more stronger and stuff like that. So they figured that out and they found the largest woman and the largest man. They did this. They did a whole lot of stuff. Okay. So we had many different names passed down to us from them too. Okay. Now, the thing is, FBA, if you're not from America, you shouldn't be mad about I don't grasp it. I don't grasp it. What you're mad about this, okay? So FBA is not a group. We're not a hate group. I don't understand why y'all like we're a hate group. Like, no. That means we're black. See, the thing is, we had to separate ourselves from y'all because y'all don't understand respect, and you don't understand. You fuck around and find out because you wouldn't even be able to come over here to this country if ours on our side hadn't passed away for us. Ain't that good? Because of them, you even got a way to get out. My God, today, let it touch you where it may. So that's something to be proud of. Now the thing is, since y'all done fucked up, we ain't gotta go down that road, because sit back, because it has nothing to do with FBA/black people. We just don't like being called African no more. Hell, y'all didn't like to call us African. We don't call ourselves, but see, the internet did one thing for all of us. You know what the internet did? The internet, what they don't understand is this America. The internet was able to allow us to see how they really think in real time, and we all got the message. Thank God for that. Right? It may have been hard to hear because we stayed up in the African braiding shops. We would love Africa in April. We got on the colors and stuff like that. And the whole time, they like, akatas, you served the white man, you don't work hard. That's what they say the whole time. We just like, no, all of them like that. Not all of them. So we still had this thing of in America, we are very forgiving because The thing is, we've been with these white folks forever. They stole us, and then we mixed with the people they pillaged and they did everything too over here too. We mixed and we was an ethnogenesis pretty much, where you got two populations of people who are the same people because they were still over here too, and and this black. This is over 1,000 years ago. Okay. And from that standpoint, read a book to understand that. Okay, it's America. I mean, people that know America, you got to know the history of how we got here. I don't like how they got here, but we got here. Okay. Should they have did a lot of things different? Yes. But you think about it, if it was your people over there in Haiti, where you need to go, where you finna go back home to make great again, you're going to go through trials and tribulations. Let this message bless you. You're going to go through trials and tribulations and unexpected situations, living down here below. My God, today. But what you're going to be able to do is you need to take back what we have taught and given you on the journey. Okay? What you can take from us is to strive to say, no, we can fix this, because that's what you can learn from us. Now, because that's what we have showed you. You know, if you got to go back, this ain't got nothing, because it's you can. My mama say this all the time. I cannot consistently repeat to you the same thing over and over and over again, and you not listen to me. Repeating the same thing over and over again and getting the same result is a definition of insanity. Okay. My question is, what does it make me for continuously telling you the same shit that you ain't gonna listen to when I know you insane, because I know the definition? You see what I'm saying? It don't make sense. So move on. It's I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna participate in your mental downfall, your rejection of information, your rejection of what we've been taught, because it goes deep and up, down. It's really, that's not my job to bear. Okay. However, use what you is presented to you. Read history, knowing what take away, like civil rights was one of the most greatest movements of all time. Okay. It was the most greatest movement of all time. You know why it was one of the most greatest movements of all time for the civil rights? Because it taught people, like, these people have been drugged through. They were sold as cattle. They weren't even in. They didn't even want to get them. They was a 1/3 person in the constitution of this country. Again, let's go back to this country. And they survived. You know, they survived. They said they were gonna fight the oppressors and say, "Listen, you're gonna give us rights too, according to your." Because see, us fighting a way of like trying to go through their way, or like saying y'all just free. Anything, let me give you history. This is just history. Okay. Everything that black people started to build, these, not all, majority, definitely majority, 96%, they burned it down. They unalived the people. They did everything under the sun. Okay, continuously over and over again. Okay, over and over again. So when we try to go out their system and just live by ourselves and be free, they say, you are doing better than thee, and that is not accepted. According to the book of the law, you for be taking care of us too. Okay, you already spread clean the land off and got us for this. We go, no. So that was a part of America. A lot of those routines and histories and behaviors, they continued on because they were passed down, of having patriarchy, and when being associated with being white is being better. This is what it is. I grew up in the South, Mississippi, Tennessee. It was your zone. Okay. They had, I was kind of confused because I was the most biggest Christian you could ever meet back about 5 years ago. About 6 years ago. You could, my God, but I would say no, not 5 years ago. It was 26, maybe about 8 years ago. Sing in church, roll with praise team. I still believe in what I believe in certain ways. I keep that with me, and I just move forward in life, because I had to grasp the fact of that the Bible was just the Bible for what it was, but it also did a lot of damage. Okay, when you get to that point of understanding that, don't mean you don't believe in God. You just understand that if you know America's history, like some of y'all don't know, okay, slaves obey your earthly master. Okay. Sell thine children for shekels and this and that. It's just history of what it is. Do we use all those terms? No. Most of the time, y'all try to divert when you ain't got no other argument but to tell people who gay and trans that they're going to hell, because that's the only scripture that you can find. But you went linen today and you ate fish yesterday. You got a house beside me in hell too. What street you staying on? Oh, the street over there. Okay, then. I got air conditioning. You didn't get no unit. Girl, they gave me a unit because I was honest coming in. I told them who I was. You were lying one. Because people try to whatever. So not all, but those things that people try to justify. Again, we've had this Bible, the same Bible before. They justify slavery with the Bible as well. You got people like Nick Fuentes, Jake Lane, all those crazy ass psychosis people who are they and it's not always because Jane Elliott is one of my most favorite people. I love Jane. Shout out to Jane Elliott. I love her. Jane Elliott is awesome. She did, you go do research. She did a theory called the brown-eyed, blue-eyed theory test thing, whatever. It's on YouTube, I think. And it's the classic story because she understood that it was going to take her being a white woman, right? She understood that, wow, we did some dirty shit. How do we go about trying to fix that? Because why is America the way that it is? Because y'all unalived a lot of people. You took a lot. You didn't when they tried to go and you redlined them. You did this. Now you got to go do. It was so much there. Okay. So for you to understand how America became the America that Trump's called Great America, he want America great again. He want that America that was just a little bit over 100 years ago. My grandmother in her 90s. Okay. He wants that America. The America. And a lot of people with this, this that. So again, this is just history. Okay. For us in America. Even some white people. I see white people talking about this too. I couldn't believe I was in Mississippi. Was that Mississippi? I was in Mississippi with my mama last week. And while on vacation I was with her, and I was looking at the news. This is America. Okay. It baffles me to see Confederate shit at I live in DC. It gets me to see them marching around so freely and being so open about. I'm looking at Haitians like, you see how these folks is? Well, we've been trying to tell you. We are 13. We're us 13%. We don't know about y'all. It's us. Okay. And this is a thing where it's embedded in them. A lot of it's embedded. A lot of times you get white people who've unlearned that behavior. They've unlearned it. So they try their best. They know racism is there. So they walk light on things. They try to be cautious because you're looking at a group of people who have been whatever. So that's FBA stuff. Okay. Moving on from that. So FBA is not a group. It's not a religion. It's just saying for us and our ancestors, this is how America came to be, the great America that Trump wanted to be today. And how we got there is horrendous. But he wants to go back to the way how it got there. And we ain't finna go back to that way how it got there. We could be damn. Fuck you. We brought y'all over here. We thought y'all were gonna help us fight the battle. If the battle got bad, but y'all came over here with that same religious psychosis ass shit, talking about God, the wait man. I don't care. We know how to take stuff like the N word. Going back to we've been named different things at the end of this part. We've been renamed. It was that we were colored people. Then we went from colored people. We went from was it Nero colored people. And Jesse Jackson fucked up because we were trying to call ourselves just black. I think back then in '88. And then what happened was Jesse fucked up because the white man went over there to Jesse and said, now they started to come up in status and power where they spend money. But we don't want to get up reparations. And everybody else was asking about reparations because, like, listen, this is the age of my civil rights in 65. So about 20 years later. Too late, but 20 years later. So I think what would happen was basically, long story short, they came to Jesse because they had already took out, or Jesse and then, took out Malcolm and they had took out Martin, our own government, CIA. They took them out. It's just what it is. It's history. They took out Freer too. But, America wanted to be great and they wanted to be more white. Okay. Wanted to be white. So they did a lot to keep that power because, us began, it's a thing. It's like, it's too deep to go down. So anyway, when they did that, Jesse ended up, they called to be with Jesse. Jesse got his Jerry curl cream and that shirt that he had threw that ketchup on because he thought that he wanted to act like he was down there at the Lorena Motel where Martin was when Martin got unalive, but he really wasn't. He got there later and he wanted to have somebody. He said, "Oh, I got to play the role kind of like an Officer Tatum or them people like that who just, or Uncle Ruckus or something like that. They want, I'll do it, Massa. Because you got to understand that passed down too, So you got some bit older. I'm gonna do the way I'm in the government, so I gotta do what I gotta do what he say. I gotta do what he say. So then they bring other people who didn't build the country and then try to say, oh, this is our model people. No, they didn't build it though. They just don't want us to have it. So they got to get people that look alike, like us, to do that what they want them to do, because they know we ain't gonna do that. We ain't doing it. We ain't going back. Not our generation. The people that live now, we ain't doing that. We're not going back. Fuck you. You want to take us back, but us, we ain't going back. We don't know what y'all doing. We might not be. We gonna move forward. I think I'm gonna talk about what we need to do in a second, but we ain't going back. You can want to make America great again, but we the one made it great. And it can be better. Sure can, but ain't the one. We on two different greats. Y'all praying for this. We praying for this. We using PRAY. Y'all using PREY. Two different praise. Two different greats. That's how it is. And if you're a real person that has a real brain, black, white, blue, or green, you just simply understand that's fucked up. But for us we've had to adapt to one reason I think that the Haitians and Nigerians and people like that are really, really mad, because they realize like we've been the defender for them. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it was. We didn't expect it either. I think a lot of times they trying to figure out why we're not. I see this woman going, like talking about her, but she going viral because she say, well, you acting just like you are precious, this and that. No. Again, I'm gonna go back to this. You know what the internet did? It let us see who you really are, because you don't understand that us over here that now you come over here, we know who they are. We already know that. Like we live with them. We gotta say we stand up what it is. We're, as you can see, we were after everything we went through, we still have to get along, and it's still there in a lot of different aspects. But we've learned to we're closer to whiteness than y'all are, and you mad about it because we want to stay black. It's nothing like that. We have to adapt to our environment, basically. It's a long story. Okay, so with us being like that, okay, you didn't heed to the word, so you're mad about something that you really want. And the thing is, you shouldn't be mad. So you talk, no, you let the internet fool you. Okay, it didn't fool us because y'all had saying we had a Rolodex phone. Okay, y'all, by the time we have moved we got into plumbing and stuff and combs, the stuff like that. Y'all had tree limbs and outhouses still. We moved on. I remember a long time ago, probably about 10 years ago. I mean, you remember that old iPhone that came out back, the iPhone? I see one of the people on the internet, they had over there, they were so happy to have that phone. I said, damn, they still got that phone. But people get stuff late. They came to Emancipation Park up later on and tell people that they was free. That's just history. What do you think? It's history. It's country. So please get off your high horse, honey. Ain't nobody mad at you. You have just been disrespectful, and you let the internet fool you so we can see who you are. The best thing about the internet, like I say, it showed us who you really are. And we like, oh, so this is how most of y'all think. It's okay to have one or two. But when you got a whole, y'all got professors out there in these podcasts that don't know shit. They just want to get a mic because everybody want to get a mic today, but they ain't got no goddamn voice, no reasoning, and still behind on child support, and still, I guess that. But yeah, so it's not that. So this basically re-explained. America has its own history, okay? Just like your country has its own history. I don't grasp it. These people, it's a whole other country. Like I would not, if I've never been outside the country. Never been outside the country. I'm 38 years old, never been outside the country. And if I had the opportunity to go, I'm going to do a lot of reading about that country because they have different laws. You can't search some places you can't be gay in, something you can't speak in. So it's like, y'all, that's the thing. Okay. Over here in America, I know I can just move around, be free to over. I have freedom of speech. I don't have freedom from, what I said, if it deals with, consequences for the free speech, I deal with the consequences, but I have free speech. I can't go there. I'm gonna research what I did. Like the Britney girl that went to jail for the thing. You can't go up with them folks like that. They don't play like that. But in DC, marijuana is legal. I can go down to the place and go get me a bag and come back home and roll up and go call it a day. It's America. That's what it is. So It's another country. I don't know how to explain it. I've been explaining it for a lover, but it's not your country. If you got up out of yours to leave your country, now I'm telling you this, it's not to be shady. Please, promise listen to me. It's not to be shady. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking bad about you at all. I promise I'm not. I swear to you, I'm not. Swear to you, I'm not. I'm saying this. We are not immigrants. We have never been immigrants. We will never be. Okay. A lot of stuff happened in this country. Okay. A lot of stuff happened. Is this me? Oh, my little beard. Oh, this is my great. A lot of stuff happened in this country. Okay. And with that being said, a lot of things changed and gravitated over time. Literally, we were from cattle to it's just a long time. So please understand, if you got up to leave your country, I'm 38 and never been out the country because this is my country. I'm an American. I'm a Black American, foundational Black American, because the lineage and the ancestors that were here, and the people that ethnogenesis that Tariq be talking about, that happened, and it bound us. Y'all can come over here until after 1900s. But before the land was clear, it was number trees. Now, how you think did all the work like that to make the foundation like it is? Some of y'all countries don't have a good roads and foundation stuff like that. Ours do. You know what? You know what's under it? Bodies. You know what's under it in Oklahoma? Bodies. You know what's our foundational Black bodies? That's what's under those things. That's why our foundation is laid so great. Bodies, our ancestors' bodies. And just years ago, they found out there in Sugarland, Texas, they found a grave pit with all those bodies on that property because they were just saying it, So for you not to know history, that they really want you to kind of whitewash, because we be the woman up there. We built this country. Bitch, you not strong with the. I know. Listen, I know every white and Black person, and probably definitely a few Hispanic, because some of them they went up to us a little bit. I know they was like, cause we took their land too. But anyway, I know all three was like, what the hell, bitch? Not with that accent. Oh no, not with that accent. Now you had said, oh, we had built this. Me and me gonna be like, oh, yeah, okay, they eat that. We be told them they, no. You didn't build shit. It's not like, stop lying to yourself. It's sad because what you haven't learned from your experience in America. Now you got to go home, wherever you want to go back. You haven't learned from your experience in America. The temporary status was time for you to learn how to structure, how to move, how to build, get your education. Now you can take that back and reuse that to make your country what it can be. Because again, if you're saying over and over, I love my country, and then in the next minute, we built this country, you can't over here. You can't. If you just got here 20 years ago, my mama them house was out there in the yard. I know we were built. We had land, everything. Man, I was born 88. And we had phones and stuff. How you build something? Bitch, you didn't. Wait a minute. Lord, these folk. But probably them dirty cookies they be eating. I don't know. People had mental. Not all of them. Not all. Shoot, but you don't do that. Don't do that. Listen. I mean, white people had a lot of. White people was in power. That's what racism is. Black people, technically to me, we can't be racist. I think we're defending ourselves in a way, because if you mocking slavery and telling us that we need to work hard, you have no idea. Like you finna get cussed out. Can't do that. So the internet showed us who you were. Thank you, internet. Thank you, internet, for that, because we got to see it real time that all of y'all really think alike. Nigerians, it's sad. Not all of y'all, because I know a few people, not even, you got to see the Hispanic girl, and a lot of them tell you the truth now. Like, yeah, we was raised like this. You think about it, people are telling you now in this generation, yeah, we was raised like that. That was 20, 30 years ago, right? I'm 38. You just got people that's older than that. They were raised even worse. That's a lot of unlearning to do. Cause we like, damn, that's how y'all raised. I'm like, I be watching videos like, that's how y'all was raised. Now, mama here telling us to, love everybody, treat everybody right, turn the other cheek, and these hoes supposed to no, that don't hang around the blacks. That's how they raised. Their mama telling me to treat everybody right. Mom, they don't follow that. If they call you N-word though, you take your book bag and you knock their ass out. Never out talk. So, two different things. Please respect the history of the country. We respect your history. We don't even know your history because you don't talk about your own history. It is no shade to you, but you need to refer back to your own history because we have history to tell. You come to another country trying to tell us our history, and bitch, you just left 20 years ago, and you 50, you 59, 60 years old on a mic hollering saying you built something and you left where you was. You didn't build nothing because you got on the plane or whatever. They transported you over here. And you built it. You know, that said, it's to me, it says mental awareness month. It needs to be more highlighted. This is what it says to me. That we need to do mental wellness checks. Y'all. We need to do mental evaluation when y'all come over here. That's what it said to me. It say that. If you get that bold and walk around and be like, no, we built it. We need to do mental evaluations on every immigrant that comes because there's no way possible. You see this building and you built it, bitch. What? Come on now, baby. Come on, baby. What's 2 + 2? It ain't 6. If you give me 3, I'm gonna smack you. It's 3. Don't worry about it. You so special. You so special. You so special. Special, special, special. We just love you because you're so special. They start calling you special and you so precious, you need to go to the doctor and get checked. That's how we're trying to tell. If from now on, being a person that's a foundational Black American, I'm gonna start telling y'all when y'all want to argue about stuff like that, it's like again repeating the same thing over and over again. The definition of insanity. I'm not gonna do that with you, because me repeat myself makes me insane too. So I'm just gonna sit back and say you so special. That's right. You built it, baby. You built it with your bare hands. That's right. Call the doctor. Call the doctor. For real. That's what I'm starting doing, y'all. I'm not going through this debate with y'all. I don't think it's worthy of, because it's like, what else can you say? But right now again, you're finding out. Moving on. Okay, next thing. What's on my next list right here? Let's go to something else right quick. Okay, so let's stick in the FBA. So I saying, I'm not gonna call names because that's not what I'm doing. I'm not calling names. I don't want no beef with nobody. So please understand, if you come knock on my door, I ain't gonna knock. I might not knock back, but if I get the urge to, you're gonna look stupid as hell because my mouth ain't that. I love people trying to do content. I like to push people. I'm very much of I like to please people, but because I am that type of person that's just encouraging naturally or whatever, I don't want nothing from you because I can do my own shit. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. So if I come to you trying to help, it's just genuine. I want to help you. Why you got to feel like somebody, they may want something from me, bitch? I came to, okay. You got that mindset. Everybody don't want it from me. And people do. People really do. They people do stuff to have agendas, but I ain't got no agenda for you. I've been through hell and high water. Okay? Up and down below. Bullshababa. God brought me out. Yes, he did. He brought me out without a shadow of a doubt. Hold on. Okay, anyway. But I don't look at that. I genuinely like I was just saying, like in the beginning about Adrian, like I don't need the money part. People get it, they do the cash app and all this, and that's really good. I wish I explain it later, but one of my YouTube friends like put it up there, just put it up there. I'm gonna put it up there, but it's not a thing for me because the thing is I just want to make sure my voice is heard. As long as I'm monetized, I get my voice heard. That's the biggest thing for me. Hit like, hit subscribe. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? I support everyone. I go and watch their videos. Stuff like that. People don't even know I watch them because I see people that's got 2,000 subscribers and they really trying. So I watch the whole thing because it matters for their monetization. So I do stuff like that because it's just what we need to be doing. It's just I want to be a good person, but I ain't got to tell you I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? You just found it out. I ain't got to explain. I ain't got to tell you I did. Oh, I paid this. I did this. I did this. You don't do this. You don't do that. That ain't money. I love to see people who just move in silence because they're doing it genuinely out their heart. If you got to announce that you did something for me, bitch, keep it. Keep it. Because you're going to throw it on my head. I don't throw it on my head. I don't throw it on my head. The woman that got me this chill, shout out to her. She is just a regular person that seen me on the internet and said, hey, I want to be able to help you. That's genuine people. I know she got me. She got money, but I ain't, can you do better? No, like Dr. Umar. I want to build a school. I'm going to build a school. I'm going to build a school. There's no school. It's only African. Now it's only Africans that can come. But she got to be help their mama. No, you want some pussy. Dr. Umar, you want some pussy. Just stop lying. You gonna fraudulate $14 million and all the whole while you just wanted some pussy. Different kind of pussy, but pussy. That's what you wanted. You was a liar. You're a fraudster. Like a good pastor who preaches and gives God, and they drive a Bentley, and their members are driving a Pinto, and they won't even give them any bills or any to pay any bills, any money out of the benefit program money that they got. It's just you're just like them. You know, we're gonna open up. We ain't open up yet. Would July 4th? Past that. Open up, open up. Save your money. Know it, like, and it's okay to be honest about the shit. You know, black, we got our own issues over here. I'm finna go through that too, because I'm finna read some of these men. But we got our own issues, but let me go. Umar's the problem. He's a great orator. I mean, when I say the brother can, but listen, me being a gay man and me being different I am, I know everybody, because the first thing they only fight with me is, because nothing I'm saying is a lie. It's truth. The only fight they have is, you gay. Okay, now what? The Bible say this. Okay, who wrote it? Jesus wrote it. Really? Oh, okay. Who is finna? I'm not finna do that with you no more. I ain't doing that with you. I'm not doing with you. I'm not doing that with you. I think it's stupid. It's beyond me. I can't. I'm not Cheyenne trying to be Augusty paperwork doctor. I'm not a doctor. I ain't got a problem seeing no damn doctor. You gonna make me feel bad because you somebody. I mean, okay, praise God. I want to be who I am. I got plans for me. You know, I'm sorry, my jump with it. I got my own plans. I got plans for me. I know what I want to do with me. Don't make me bad a person, because if you are, you succeeded, great. It's great. No. Stop doing this. Okay, stop this. Stop this. And see, as Madison say, stop this. Stop this. Stop this. Okay, continue in the FBA. Because I hit on Dr. Umar, and again, he's a fraudster. Save your money. He ain't getting no school. All he wanted some pussy. That's all he been wanting, pussy. Let it go. We love him. He's a great orator or whatever he is, but he's full of bullshit. He's just full of bullshit. And God is disappointed in him. He knows it. The ancestors are disappointed in him. He knows it. And you can't fix what's broken. You got to let it go back to the manufacturer, whichever one he want to choose, because you don't know if he's paying African or if you don't know what he is. It's not about that. He heard FBA, and just because it became pop, and we all like, oh, right, that's good. We ain't got it, but no more African American. We can stick with that. See, now I'm gonna start me or how are you a so-called the most famous and most whatever person, and you don't understand that mission? You're stupid. It proves to me, like, all those degrees you have. You know how they say they can have all the knowledge in the world and still be dumb? That's Dr. Umar. All the knowledge, all that book sense, but no comment. What it is. Okay, still in FBA. We're turning. Oh God, the time flying by. Okay. I seen the video. Let's go to this. I seen the video. We're still gonna stick in FBA. For one, again, FBA is not a group. It's not lynching. One, we ain't got. We don't have. What the hell? I mean, I know we got the we have programs, not because it's a tribal issues, whatever. So we got programs, grants, and all that. But yeah, we're not a group. We're just saying like we're lineage, we're black. Like people are white, Caucasian, or they're Irish. Or people say I'm Nigerian. They say I from Mexico, or whatever. So FBA just basically defines that. Let's say that. For one, what I'm mad about is with us. Okay, let me stick in us. Some of you dumb motherfuckers is fucking up the mission. You need to shut the fuck up, because what you have done is you're going out here. Now, yes, cuss them hoes out who gonna be disrespecting people like us. I do love that theory of putting them in line. That's when I'm cut them in line, baby. That's right. Bushmeat. You going back home? Sand. Because to mock what we just talked about, this and that. Yeah, they should. And I agree with that. Thank you, Denise. They should get the facts. Leviticus. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Look. Leviticus 18 and 22, chapter 18 and verse 22. And 20 and verse 13, it said in the Old Testament, she said people should get the facts before they speak. And they should. Thankfully, I know my facts. And so thank you for that. You're right. And I agree with you. And I want to say for FBA people, listen, y'all have to stop, especially these men, some of the men. We don't agree with everything. But listen, right now, FBA is what it is. This is what it is. But do not stop this thing of some of y'all. I'm gonna say this. Some of y'all didn't get no views, no interaction, no nothing until it started going down. When the internet showed us who they were, that's when it started going down. Which, in a way, it worked for some people to get income. Okay, work for let what's bad for you work for your good. Okay, faith without works is dead. And so you put that to work in there, bam, you got channels now. That's great, but do not use that to now say, well, because somebody in our black genre for us that we know, I'll say this. It was a girl who fights. I'm not gonna say names because I think it's gonna be a miss. But she really, there's a lot of different black girls that fight. They're really on the thing of like holding just, that's why black women is just who they are. I respect them because I get that, So I love how she goes about doing her thing, but she's attractive. Most of our black women are attractive. Right? She's attractive. She does her thing, and so do all of our black women. They across YouTube, and they're putting the work there. Like, listen, this is going on, and I love that because we're not going outside to go march with nobody. Our job, we're gonna do it from home. We're gonna do it from here. We're gonna pick up the phone. That's gonna be our way we fight. Because it's our choice because of what happened before. Like we've shown you, that's what's gonna happen. You won't lie. So anyway, I mean, she probably got busy. She's blown up now. I don't know her personally, whatever. I just my site. So, some people are going around. They make that like kind of like the tellers and stuff. The people that's not FBA. Oh, you make it. No. Stop this. Stop making it where if they don't agree with you on everything, then they not even FBA. We're gonna counsel you. No, you can't counsel nobody. Stop that dumb ass shit. If the person don't want to pay no attention to you or reply to you or give you no pussy, leave them alone. They doing their job, you doing yours. Continue on the mission. Why else we making videos about each other? And now we ain't finna do that. If you're gonna do that, keep on doing it. I'm not doing it over here. I'm not doing that. I'm just explaining to you what FBA was, but I talk bad about them because I know what they did for Black History Month. They was disrespectful. So that's my part of it. But for you being anybody that's grown or whatever, you can't. I don't like people try to use something like so, like, I ain't gonna use that example, but I'm just saying in this example by itself, where the mission is that we're going to continue. They want to take our history. They want to do this and that. They can't even fix the reflection pool, but they want to pass some laws. They want to gerrymander that stuff like that. That is not good for us of black people who from foundational black people who from America. That's not good. They at the White House marching with Confederacy flags, and they out here. That's not a good sign. Even some white people are very concerned. Like, oh God, here we go. It's not a good thing. But if you from America, you know this. We don't want to repeat that. None of us do. I'm gonna say not none of us, but majority of us don't. Even on the side, we don't want to repeat that. They know racism is there. They like, well, listen, can we just do what we gotta do but that's how I be, because we're Americans. But for us to see that here in America, we like, we on a wave, right? So no matter what it is, I don't like that some of our FBA men, you can't be using an excuse to attack somebody else. And at first, I get it, correcting somebody saying, no, like, listen, you black too, that. I get that. But I don't like when you just put a full judgment and then it's like somebody always waiting to hate you. And then they waited for it, but they don't want to say it because they don't know if they need you or not. And then as soon as this bitch said, and then that person that has a little clout, they confirmed what they said. They like, oh yeah, you agree too. Then now here come this hate train. Because it was way to do it. Bitch, you could have been there now. Don't wait for nobody else to speak up for you, bitch. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. You waiting for this bitch to hate so you can hate? Say it. No, say it to me now. You don't like me? Bitch, move around. Thank you. Moving on. I ain't mad about it. We're adults. It's America. Free. You're not free from consequences, but you're free from speech. Free speech. Say what you want to say. Just what it is. Chud the Bill can tell you that. Jake Lang can tell you that. It's what it is. We have so much to worry about. Stop this. What's up? I get my best friend. She gets like, no, wait, I get it. But if a woman don't wanna fuck with you, she don't want to fuck with you. I'm a gay man. I'm telling you, I have 7 straight brothers. Okay, I tell them, listen, I'm very well. This is what it is. No. She don't pay you attention. She don't want you. It's okay. Move on. If you say woman, she don't move on. Leave her alone. She don't want it. I know women. From my understanding, I'm not appropriating myself because I'm not a woman. I ain't, they ain't my business. I'm stay at woman business. My best friend tell me don't do that. She say mind my business. I'm not. Don't be trying to appropriate our fucking culture. You're not a woman, okay? You're a gay man, and you can stay a gay man, but you're still a man because you act like a man. I'll be like, I know, but I don't. Doesn't matter. You think like a man. I do. I have a lot of man ways that I think like. But that's just me, part of me. So I don't judge that. But you know, um, us as black foundational black people, we shouldn't be online throwing our sisters under the bus. I gotta, I want to go back and do it, but if they ever come up, I got to apologize for something. Because I'm not saying I got to apologize like that because I didn't say anything bad. But you got to make sure when you watching people and you get attacked, make sure you understand who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to, jump on a hate train wagon and create something else. You know what I'm saying? Because then the people that we really can utilize for our 13% for the better purpose. Now you encroach them so their voice can't be heard because you couldn't get no pussy. Now they a hoe and they can't get seen and they can't get pushed and the message can't get out there because you and your feelings and now you started a hate train. Don't do that. Just go out there, go find you some pussy. If you can't get it, pray about it. Tell God about it. Go see a therapist, whatever y'all want to do with your Bible, and leave these women alone. Okay. So what do you? I don't like that Miami song. It's kind of ringing. Where am I? But it's some shit too. So for y'all to be jumping on the woman, what was her name? NDIRE, one of them, is stupid. She's becoming one of our elders. You think what the woman they are with the thing, but she's becoming like. So no, we're the New Jersey. Stop this. Y'all kids already ain't gonna be shit because they can't even read good. And we arguing about this. Stop this. Worry about your health. Hey, have you been tested later? Have you got blood work did? What's your PSA levels? Shit like that. That need to be our conversation or whatever. But we have enough. We're in that politics zone. Yes, talk about that. But don't put down a woman because she won't give you no pussy. Because you look like a pussy too. Now I'm a gay man telling you that. Stop that shit. You look desperate. You look thirsty. Stop. That ain't right. And for you, listen. You might need to get at least one gay friend to give you some advice. You stupid as fuck. I don't know. I don't want your ass, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I got dead issues anyway. I don't. That's why I'm still single. I'm gonna get the problem down because I ain't going with you. I ain't the type of gay. Expose what, bitch? Expose what? So you can tell on me and have me ain't looking great. Oh no, baby. You ain't just mm-mm. I won't call you tomorrow anyway. Mm-hmm. Yep. I have my doctorates in men. I'm a gay man. I'm a man too. You forget that. I'm gay, but I'm still a man. You know, fuck. I respect women. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But it's what it is. Like whatever. Okay. So, but please stop this. I look at the person I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They know probably know who they are, but you know what I'm saying? I'll support everybody. I'm not gonna unfollow. I would think about but I think about just really think about what is the mission? What is the mission? Like the mission is bigger. Let's grow the page. Let's be encouraging. Let's talk about health. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Me making a whole video about you just says so too much because I don't want to do all that. I don't want to go through all that. I would like to talk about different content, different things like that. But I don't want to go down rabbit hole about none of that. I like to refer people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big referral. You know what I'm saying? But if it ain't good, it might be good to somebody else. But me doing it for content, I don't get that. I mean, the numbers come where they may. But only if they have beef with me, I have beef with them. Okay. So next, moving on. Let's get out of that. So shout out to all content creators, whatever. But just because you can't think of a video or know how to utilize your vocabulary to create a conversation and get content for your page and be able to talk to people for more than 30 minutes without having to say, oh, here go a video, that's not our fault. Okay? That's not our fault. But if they don't want to give you no pussy, they don't want to give you no. They just don't. They don't make them now. Oh, now you're a hoe. Now you're a hoe. You get me? You get me? You get me? Stop this. Okay, so Trump is Trump. Moving on. Religious idiots. Let's get to this. We're almost done. Religious idiots. And I'm gonna be loud later on. Religious idiots. Oh Lord, let me get to this. Hold on. Well, this can be a good one right here. what grinds my gears is this. Again, not to repeat that whole thing, because repeating it over and over and again is what people? Insanity. And we're going to refuse to be insane with these dumb bitches, because we already told them twice. And the third time, I'm done. Listen, you know America's history. Okay, let me get to, let me say black folk. We know, again, what I just went through, we know America's history. Okay, you are one. It gags me because what's scary is this: you are willing to, you're not willing to say anything about the Confederacy and racism running through the White House with 13% of the population. That should be concerning. Roe v. Wade turning over, start civil rights and law, gerrymandering stuff, that should be concerning, because our ancestors passed away to get those. And if they had to die to get that, we need to be trying to work together as a unit, okay, to make sure we keep that for the sake of our children, grandchildren, this and that, because you are got to be a goddamn fool to tell me again that you have people that's now telling you, hey, I was raised to be like that. They told me don't fool with you people. It's 2026 and they was raised like that. Listen, they're raised like that. You need to be understanding, like they you know where we stand at. Not everybody, I still love my people, but you got to understand this is what they've been taught and inbred. Some of them, majority of them, yes, they're gonna go back in their thing of, all. And they even go get people like Officer Tatum, the three boys sitting pyramid, the special need boys, stuff like them, the neurodiologist people with them, the three boys, and even a lot of others. Kansas over there too. They like people like that. They like, oh, I gotta keep you down, gotta keep you down. It's a part of the process. Okay. Just like they don't tell us about health. They feed us fake food. Just keep population control. Now they creating level. I don't know what the hell going on. We've been at, now all of a sudden we got aliens going down. Like, damn, what the aliens doing? Are they coming down? America got to be putting on the show, because there's too many alien ships showing up. They probably watching us like VH1, Love and Hip Hop. They're like, oh, this is some drama down here. They chose him. Child, they need help. Who gonna go? Not us. We're just gonna watch from a distance. We're gonna watch. We don't want to take none of them. We don't want right now. We don't want none of that bunch. That one apple spoiled a whole bunch. We're just gonna watch from up there. Y'all see our lights? Hey. That's aliens right now. Seriously, but no. This religious psychosis thing gets me because like, even in my own life, like, I could serve God, love God, sing in the choir, this and that. No matter what I do, this is how deep it is for you, because again, you didn't even read where it came from. You don't even know what was happening. Okay, did you know it was called a slave Bible? Nope. Was it? It was on the process one time. Jesus wrote it. You are a Jesus Lord. We weren't even allowed to read it. We're allowed to read it. Do you know that? This never happened. Yes, it has. Jesus. It's the religious psychosis, because they get you so wrapped up in this mindset of God and this and that. Now, God is real. Take it for what it is. But no, tell me, y'all, you taking it too far. You've taken it way too far. Let's go over here right quick. I guess I'll go with this right quick. You're taking it too far. And you want to judge the wrong people for the wrong shit. And what you do is you live in this consistent basis of, let me tell you this right here, because the only scripture that you can remember is the scripture out of Leviticus. Again, the comment from Denise, the Leviticus. Everybody knows Leviticus. Leviticus it doesn't even have a baseline. It was created. Where it come from? It was added there. We didn't get the book of Enoch. It's so many questions there. We weren't even allowed to read it until recently. Those are facts, right? Facts. But when you say that, you against God, you going to hell. Like me, no matter what I do a lot of good in my life. I love people. I do community services. I do community health. I love telling people. I think I have HIV for a reason, because what happened in this America, okay, when HIV became aware what it is, they let it spread for about a long time before they even decided. COVID had it. One thing Trump did, he got the rapid thing. The only thing he did, right? The rapid response going on. They didn't do that for HIV. They didn't know what it was. It was like a pandemic. If you do the research, you'll know that when HIV came out, it was just like COVID. They was like, what? All these people are passing away. What's going on? Same thing. And then they just tested with, it's gay men. And it was created as well, because it didn't come out to the 80s. Syphilis was tested on black men. Stuff like that. It's history. Okay. So for you to get so deep in whatever God you think it is, you need to wake the fuck up. Take your head out your Bible, baby, because clearly it's not serving you a purpose. Clearly it's not doing its job. Clearly, you living by your own rules. You saying that is for you and not thee. For thee and not me. That's it. You know Leviticus by the back of your hand, bitch. You don't even know where the fuck you came from. You ain't ever there with no book. You wearing linen. You're eating fish. You're popping your pussy everywhere, and you want to preach to me about you look like Kim Burrell with a bad wig. She represents the Bible holy, beautiful voice, bad representation. Kim Burrell. There you go. Good example. Stop this. Stop it. Eat what, like, read the Bible. It gives you great. It gives you great. I think it gives you great morals. Give you great morals, great stories to go by, ways of how to live. But we are 13%, and we were did the worst, and they still had it there. Doesn't mean I'm trying to neglect it. I'm wearing you. This is America. This is what the Haitians don't understand. This is why when they go to Holland, we love the white man. Now Trump, get out. Oh no, we built this country. No, you didn't build shit. You didn't build it, baby. You didn't build it. We know that. See their history. So no, it gets me. It gags me. So I be so over the whole this gay conversation, this and that. I don't even discuss some things because I get it from everybody's standpoint. I get that. But my concern is that, you know, they was up there marching like I don't like that. That should say something. Can we keep on discussing what the main thing is? You have content, this and that, but let's stay on the Democrats' neck because they failed us greatly. They stay on their neck. You know, no, we just stay on their neck. We need something for our vote this time. We need something. You want it to come through? We need you to drop something off. How about that? If you ain't gonna drop nothing off, don't be over here asking me and telling me who to vote for. We gonna vote. We'll decide for ourselves. Bitch, you gotta see your words, but see, ain't none of y'all talking being right now. Because see, we need that already. Trump already fucking shit up. We calm. Hell, we can't get deported. We know that. Hey, what they gonna do? We gonna put up. Ain't this what it is. I mean, they already did everything they can to us. We've been telling them that they ain't want to hear that shit. They ain't want to hear that. They came over here and seen they seen concrete streets and a garbage can and a stop sign and thought that was in Beverly Hills. They thought they was in heaven. They seen a street and a stop sign. They said, "Oh no, thank you, God, He gave us this. It was that. This is impossible. This is impossible. Look at this. Stop there. Stop saying, oh my God, trash. What do you do? It's trash can? Y'all, some they know what a trash can was. This is a trash can? Oh, you put it down. I not use that. I not use it. You know." But what's under the land? How you got here? What's under the bodies? We all know that. People that's real historians, real white people real white people who understand it, real white understand it. They ain't finna battle you. Yeah, this is history. They feel like we should be over it. We're not gonna ever get over it. It's not gonna be an agreement to get over it. But I think we still should be paid. But this is the opportunity now to me to at least make sure that, because if you have white people saying that, you have to put your foot down and say, hey. My own best friend, she white. I love her to death. She ain't like this. It's not all. It's not all. Not all. But right now, and we've been with them. But Asians are finding out. How you mad at people that are black that are choosing to support their own kind when you've been doing that? And then when we do that, you got the grifters that come out, because we still got in our community too, in FBA. You still got those people that want to be associated with white so bad, because we've been curbing to the mindset of we're gonna be like them. So yes, master. Yeah, they customer service. You have to give things time. They customer service bad. I ain't gonna go to that. I'm gonna stick over there because they're ignorant and they've been trained that way. Me, I've decided, me going to therapy and learning that. How am I gonna teach that to you? You know what I'm saying? You just Harriet Tubman on your ass. Harriet Tubman on you. Bye. Can't save everyone, but the people we can save, let's try. Let's try. Can't save everyone, but you got to try, because you're gonna have them Tatums and those the dummies out there. The red pill guys, the Myrons and the Rico, the Sneakos, and all of them just homosexuals though. All of them homosexuals. They homosexuals. Trust me, I know. Okay, I know. Trust me. You know how I know? I know because we know our own. Like when they be calling on them TikTok calls, and they be like, and then like to hear the accent, like, where you from, Caribbean? Oh, how did you know? Because we know. We look just like you. No, you don't. When we see their forehead and their head come off, a little nourishment problem. We know you ain't like us. We look, we got the same skin tone, but we can tell us apart. You thought they couldn't. They can too. Mm-hmm. You think? I mean, come on, just be real now. You know, we are our own people, just like y'all young people. I'm not neglecting that. Y'all got a whole country to yourself. Go on, and be happy. This ours though. I'm sorry. They ain't finna fight with us with that. I'm sorry. It's not. It's out. This is America. We're Americans. Let us deal with our issues. You over here fighting us about what we got going on, and we fighting for your ass. Get the fuck out, because you ain't serving us no purpose. You ain't serving no purpose. I agree with you. It's not purpose because, you know, I get that whole thing. Let's be together now. No. Some, not all. But some, not all. No. So, no, I get that. It's just not disrespecting nobody else's culture, but you can't come to another country and say this where it now is yours. Kind of like, I get that, but that's how America started before we got legitimized or whatever we did. That's how we did. It's not fair. But you see all the stuff we had to overcome. All the stuff we had to overcome. Everything we had to overcome. Everything. And we still here too. We're still saying, like, listen, we won't, you know, just to give me equal stuff. It's 2026. Come on. Now, some people can say, because I learned that you live in your own boxes. You know what I'm saying? For this your world. Like, think about it. I'm a human. Like right now, you watching this screen. Thank you for hitting like and subscribe. Can you hear my voice or whatever? Even though I'm country. But you're a human living in your own human experience right now, looking through your eyes at the screen. You're typing on your phone and you're living in your experience, right? You're in your body. Like this is your hand. Like it's really awesome. Think about this. I'm a whole nother person living the same experience, but I have my own. Ain't that big? We're not going to think like I'm in here, inside of here. I don't know how you think. I don't know how you think. How you think? If you argue with you, I'm going to tell you how I feel. Was right. We can disagree, and move on. But you like this whole thing's not be cast down. Oh, gay. You are just so like in it. That identifies for youth out there in these YouTube streets. Don't argue with people like these red pill men and these right who were trying to tell you. Don't as young men, even though I'm gay for you. This is men general rules, not one-on-one. Okay, not being gay. You know, don't ever let nobody define who you are before you define who you are yourself. You'll have a niche. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at what you want, how this goes for you. Some of y'all can't get pussy because you too busy listening to Myron and Sneeko, and they don't never get no pussy because they fuck each other. More than likely. Possibly. Allegedly. I don't know. You know, that's why they sell it to you, because it's views. And you are in here, women, and you can't get none. Or then you got these Instagram girls on there that's giving out Instagram like, oh, you living a life that ain't real. Then you go get a man and expect the man to take care of you all the way. No, he ain't gonna do that. We ain't living. We in a recession, bitch. You gonna get you a job too. Pussy don't pay that much no more these days. It's cheaper, but it ain't paying like that. If you're requiring this shit of him, you need to be requiring the same shit for yourself. Because how dare you expect somebody else to give you something that you ain't gave yourself? You look stupid. Stop this. You can't expect nobody to give you something that they ain't got. Same thing with love, people. Jesus. Love yourself first. You didn't want to get with a bitch because you want them to love you. You don't love yourself. How you expect them to love you? You don't love you. Stop this. Therapy. Stop. You know, it's a process, you know. You can't expect that. I love me. Let me tell you something. I've been singing for a little while now, you know. I want love. You know, I do. I've had it before, you know, but I love me. Love me so much that, you know, I love everyone. For one, I'm not a heterophobic. Let me say what you know what the heterophobic is? I call it heterophobic. Like I don't have a problem with straight people. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about straight. I mean, you straight, okay? Why? Why should? Because I don't feel that way. I feel make you feel bad for being straight. No. Okay, you straight. That's how I see it, right? I don't hear when people be like, "Why are you gay?" Leviticus says this. Yeah, it also tells you the same one you up here hollering that shit. That's gonna be the same thing they're hollering about. Well, the Bible says they're supposed to work for us. That's the same Bible. You dumb as fuck. Sorry, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not arguing with you. And you stop going. I can tell you I'm gay. I ain't got no closet to hide from you, bitch. Who I'm hiding from? You don't pay my bills. I don't know. You ain't talking. I don't have to give you no clout. Bitch, I don't need your clout. You don't need no clout. The fuck wrong with you? You think I need to for clout? No, baby. The internet done fool you, bitch. That's Myron them. That's the officer. That's them. They don't get no puss. I'm never argue with you, baby. I don't care if you're straight. Thank God for you being straight. Right. Thank you. Right. Next. It's just that's how I think. But again, I'm in my body, living my experience. That's how I think. Right. You're made a choice. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna say this, but I had a person that's very, very close to me said, well, it's a choice to be gay. Here we go. Let me go this shit again. I said, it's not a choice to be gay. Yes, it is. Because the Bible says, like, no, it's not a choice to be gay. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Because the Bible says this. I know that. But the Bible also said a lot of other stuff that you don't want to talk about, do it, because you don't want to talk about, pull out those details. You don't want to pull out something that can strike somebody else the same skin color as you, when all the things the white people worried about, Caitlyn Jenner, old big back ass, is worried about her passport having the right letter on it. But you're going to point out that scripture. Right. No gerrymandering. The scripture. Right. Keep that. Who am I arguing with? See what I'm saying? How I choose to sexually please myself, it should not be like, okay. I have 7 brothers. I've heard so many stories. Trust me. It don't bother me. I'm like, all right. I'm an HIV activist. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I want you to be safe when you do it. Do whatever you want to do. Live your life. Okay. King James was a homosexual, baby. Do what you want to do. If you want to have a bias, you want to do what you want to do. But hey, as for me, I'm not gonna argue with you. What am I with you for? No, I'm not doing it. Bitch, I don't need validation from you. I need validation from me. Me allowing you to give me validation is a problem. I'm not gonna let you give me no validation, bitch. I love you. Like I love people I watch on YouTube and stuff like that. I just thought I fuck with them like I said, like I love Adrian, like I like, because it's not about this. It's about what the mission is, bitch. What's the mission? If you stuck on gayness and they marching with a Confederacy at the White House, and your topic is trans and gay, baby, you need to go therapy. You need to go therapy. Go therapy. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Fred, they all died when they were 39 some years old. I think 30, 39, 39. Think about that. I'm 38. Okay. They lived very short lives. Their whole life was all about us. It was about us. It wasn't about clout. It was about, listen, I don't want my people to live like this, man. If I gotta go, I'll go. My God, today, shout out. If I gotta go, I'll go, God. And that's what they did. That's what they did. They went out and they went. But they didn't go and say, because we have to move as a unit, right? So if we're gonna, put that shit down, because we got gay black people. I've seen parents, they will stay so deep in their fucking religious psychosis, they'll leave their kids outside because the Bible told them to. They black. Then the kids end up on drugs and everything else because they're left in the streets to have to find out how to, because of the Bible told you to do it. You're stupid. How dare you? It's not a choice to be gay. I'm telling you this. Because my thing is this. Why would I choose? Because I know I would say straight men get more they can do anything. They can not pay jobs. What is it? They can read them. Look at the Derek Jackson guy, all the other men, like people like that. They go and they trick these women with all the yiddish and the whole time while in the background. I ain't got no skeletons for you over here, baby. My shit outside. What you want to ask? Yeah, I did that. I was a stripper for 3 days. Only 3 days. I'll tell you why one day, I was stripping for 3 days. I had to get up out of there. But listen, I ain't got no, it's like, so I don't get that. You would let it be that deep for you. It's not like these folks don't read it all. And they make jokes about it. You put it in the book, they won't read it. You gonna let one book that Bible says, don't get wrong, the Bible has good parts to it, but it says, deny all others, whatever, don't read this, but just that people I know take that real personally. That Bible says this. I'm looking like, I get that. Let's get the good part. But is it beneficial for us all? Let's use some of the aspects of faith without works, because in order to get the work done, we have to have faith to do it and have a push and urge to do it. I get that part. turn the other cheek is when, I get that. I ain't gonna let a bitch smack me and turn the other cheek, but I will turn the other cheek because I know you're ignorant, and I know I'm gonna turn and say, God bless you, turn the other cheek. I can get scriptures out of it to work for me, but all of it can't work for me sometimes, and it's got to be told. You got to be told. Especially you being 13% of the population. You have to admit where the stuff is at, because understand this before I go. I'm gonna say y'all this. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. If you telling me I gotta go to hell, bitch, I might, you know what? I don't mind going. Sure don't. If you telling me I gotta go to hell, fine. That's it. I go. I go. Because you know what? Everywhere we want to go, they want to come anyway. So you can bet guarantee that soon the hill get packed with too many black folks. It's gonna be white folks will be coming down the hill like this. What are they doing? What guys? What are you doing? What are you doing down there? What are you doing? Are you guys? They have air conditioner. They have air conditioner in hell. God, can you fix this? That's what they're gonna be doing no matter where you go to. I wouldn't go to her too. It's gonna be it's the same thing between spirit, body, and soul. They're gonna be the same goddamn way because they bred to be that goddamn way. Not all, but some. As Love Jones say, it gets to a point. Listen, I'm saying it to say this. So I no, okay, that's it. Window. I'm going outside. I was sitting down. I was watching TV. What I'm gonna do? Trying to find stuff to try to discuss and watch for the night show. Let's do this. Got it? Okay, yeah, right. So let's do it like this. I like this way. Let me change this up. Let's get into this. Okay, this was the part about Trump, and we're almost done. Shout out to everybody that's here. Hope you had a good time. If this is a playback or a replay, I love you. Thank you so much. I love everyone. I don't like about to disrespect me. I'm not gonna disrespect you because I don't feel like you get what you put out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person. If you give me good energy, I'm gonna give you good energy back. But you go fuck with me, I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna be like, you ain't that important to me. Okay, I'm gonna bind it. Listen, this is the things I be saying like this. This is the rally, okay? Not a rally. It was something. I don't know. But this is the Good Liars, right? Check out this. When I say religious psychosisness, if I gotta go to hell and these people going to heaven, I'll take hell. Hold on. Again, I'll take hell. Let's listen to this. Let's go.
You can't do anything to change that.
That is correct.
I have to ask. You're wearing glasses right now, but God made you with vision that wasn't perfect.
So I wear glasses. So what's I'm
actually... Just say you're changing something that God created.
Why this is going? The Good Lives was here in DC again because so this is the 4th of July, I think. And I want you to see this. All I'm saying is this America, people justify what the fuck they do because of the Bible, and then they don't even follow it. It's good for thee, but not for me. Okay, listen to me. They tell you they sell you this Bible like Dr. Umar Southern in school that ain't real. It's like same thing. It's good for thee, but not me. So they tell you, and listen to this shit right here. Listen to these people. Hold on, let's go.
It talks about all of the inappropriate infidelity, much more than that, but you should look it up.
And how do you think, you said inappropriate infidelity?
You look it up, yeah. You can look it up.
It means inappropriateness in general and all the stuff that's going on.
Yeah, we wanted a hired gun as a society, and we hired a hired gun. People don't like what it is that we're dealing with out there, right? But we have to do the right thing at the right time.
So Donald Trump, you said infidelity. Famously, he had some affairs. They were in the tabloids.
Okay. No, he's talking about the people in general.
Okay. Right.
How would you rate the job Trump's doing thus far?
I'm 100% in favor.
100%?
Yeah, 100%.
I know there have been obstacles that have been in his way and his big plan, big scheme of things that a lot of people don't quite understand. and he's had a lot of obstacles.
Really?
So for people that don't understand it, explain it. What is his plan, and why do you think so many people are against it?
Well, if you look at a lot of things he says and a lot of things he does, it can sound quite harsh. As far as, limiting the people that can migrate into this country, it just needs to be done the proper way. This world is so massive, so big.
Did you like it when he called people scum?
No.
Vermin?
Nobody does. And I know.
So would you like him to kind of tone down his rhetoric?
Of course I would.
Should we be teaching things from the Bible in school?
Check this out.
Yes.
Should the Bible be taught in school?
Yeah, in a way. Just need the morals, the goodness, be kind, like the 10 Commandments type thing. Just people need to be kind.
Old Testament stuff like the Ten Commandments?
Yes, people need to be kind to one another.
Should it be the law that you can't eat shellfish like it says in Leviticus?
I don't have any say. I don't know about that one.
You should study the law that says if you harm a child, you should have a millstone around your neck and be found at the bottom of the ocean. 7:4, Matthew, don't give pearls to pigs because they'll turn and devour you. Are you studied at all in the faith? Are you studied in the faith at all?
The faith of biblical. Oh, yeah.
So talk to me. Tell me some of your favorite scripture. I've given you two.
Listen, we're gonna finish this a little bit. Listen, check this out. Check this out. Look at this. Look at these. Look at these. Look at these. Now, we're not talking about them because, again, this is what they believe. Okay, that's their belief. We have freedom of religion, freedom of speech. However, it's free for thee and not for me. Okay. Like the man asked her, she said, we need to be natural. If everything that God gave us, God gave us everything natural, we need to just do like that. Because if you're a man, you're a man, you're a woman, you're a woman. This and that. Right. He said, well, you got on glasses. She said, he said, your eyes are natural. Right? You said, what? But you said we shouldn't have anything that's enhanced. And then when it comes to religion being taught in school, okay, maybe I came from the 80s. So there was the thing. Yeah, we did the morning thing, our national anthem and all that stuff. We did a prayer, this and that, and they took it out. Okay, I think we should at least have prayer in schools, But at the same time, I get it. Everybody has their own thing. But again, this is America, okay? And you can't but tell me that this man you look at his face. He is so agitated with him even asking. That's why I get kind of aggravated sometimes with having these conversations, because you can't even have an intellectual conversation about this shit because you're so wrapped up in it. You don't hear what the other person is saying, even though it's facts, right? Listen to this.
I'm a nurse, and from a health perspective, things do need to be done in a proper way. Because I'm sorry, we're seeing some measles now. Yeah. I'm worried about Ebola, but we are seeing measles cases.
But before, now listen, check this out. It gags me because this little video shows you so much. Because remember, we don't need the COVID shot. We don't need this. We don't need that. It's this, that. We don't need that. Yes, we do. Why you think it's doctors out here doing science and shit like that and making and stuff like that? Shout out to the good doctors, because my life would have not been this long. I've had HIV 16 plus years because of medicine. Okay, correct that. You have high blood pressure and you start to feel better. They got these shots you can take to make your head big and your body small. Be grateful, because to them, other people, whatever, who black, white, whatever, who real religiously wrapped in their brain, that's how they think. But now, all of a sudden, music come back out. Oh my God, we need to get the shot back. No, don't change your mind. Don't change your mind now. Don't change your mind now. Because see, it's different when it hit home.
So how did it make you feel when RFK Jr. was put in charge of Health and Human Services?
What if I told you that the moment your book is published, there could be a giant billboard featuring you and your book?
Ain't that so nice? Praise the Lord for this promotion that they got for their free video, because I refuse to get the premium package. I can't afford it. There we go. Let's go.
And he's been outspoken about vaccines and dangers that they might cause.
There are some dangers in vaccines that have not been tested.
How would you like to see Donald Trump turn this into a more godly country?
I think that he is trying to do it in a more godly way.
How so?
Common sense. two genders. They just did a Supreme Court ruling on it, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah. Do you think that the reason the measles cases are spiking?
Now, again, insanity. That's the definition. Let's go.
In South Carolina is all the anti-vaccine rhetoric?
No, I'm not saying that that's the cause. The cause is
Aren't less people vaccinating their children now in South Carolina? They are.
They are for fear, but you know, still.
Do you think that's a correlation there?
I really don't.
Do you understand? Now, this woman just said, I'm a nurse. It's important. And now, do you see the flip-flop? Well, now I don't understand. I don't know. It's good for thee, not for me.
I mean, it could be some, but I think it's coming from people who have not been vaccinated.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Right, they haven't.
Not necessarily American citizens, but you know.
You're blaming immigrants for it?
Yeah, because proper things can slip through the cracks.
Why do you think it's happening more in red states than in blue states?
Where we go one, we go all. The best is yet to come.
Make sure to check out The Good Liars at Littlefield in Brooklyn, live show August 7th. Will you be there?
I'm afraid not. I got a dog back.
Thank you. No, ma'am. We don't care. Yeah, we don't care. So again, it's good for thee, just not for me. Okay. So this not to be rude. Hope you enjoyed yourself or whatever. I'll be back later on. We're gonna have a full little thing. I gotta go and organize shows. But yeah, I just want to come and talk to the people because at this stake, you can do better. Okay. Remember what I said. I'm gonna repeat it because I'm gonna go through it. I have to go. So I've been here over an hour. Jesus. See, shout out to the people who make real content. Y'all have taught me. I don't care if people repeat their names, but y'all know my favorite the commentator to me is CTV. The commentator. And but I watch a lot of people. Thank y'all for everybody. I watch a lot of people. But I love that they can get in the grind and they ain't gotta use your content. They can review it, but they got something to say. And they know how to reply back and put you back on the thing too. You know what I'm saying? They do that because they are really content creators because they understand the content. And you're making the content. You're not plagiarizing it, you're making it. And that I appreciate from y'all. Thank y'all for being so genuine. Thank y'all for being true. Thank y'all for really stepping on nicks. And just even I've seen like this even this Asian boy over on TikTok, like he's not replying to us being offended because you can't offend someone and then tell them how to reply. It doesn't work that way. I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out because you should have known better. It's just simple like that. I ain't playing with you. Play with your pussy, not me. Play with me, not me. Okay. So like stuff like that. I appreciate that. I appreciate Black women for always doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Holding us down, doing what we do. And it's a new wave of things going on. Just be patient. Just let it. But it's a lot of change that we need to happen. It's not going to make America great again, but it's going to definitely make us very aware. So let the internet really sit back. You have 2 ears. Before I leave, 2 ears and 1 mouth. Let the internet teach you. Okay, when people show you who they are, continue to believe them. Don't be no fool for nobody. You could be a fool once, maybe twice, but 3 times, take your ass to the goddamn